Let's talk a little bit today about, there's a few of you, not many, but a few, who have talked about wanting to start a YouTube channel, or maybe you've already started one, but you've never posted a video, or maybe you've posted a few videos, but then you gave up. And I want to talk to you just a little bit about how this channel can help you and what we're doing about it even today. Now, if you've learned anything from these videos at all so far at this point, it is that you should start with what you have. I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I bought it specifically because it allows me to do ProRes log in video later on when I want to do that. But if you've got an iPhone 5 or an iPhone 7 and it's got a camera and it takes video, that is all you need. Period. End of story. You don't need a microphone. If microphone's great, and I would, rather than getting a wireless lavalier microphone like I use, I would get a really cheap, short shotgun mic that plugs into the end of your iPhone and let that be your deal. But even now, I'm about 2 feet away from the phone. I think it's picking me up just fine. I don't have to do anything except maybe raise or lower the volume and editing. I can't walk 30 feet away and be heard, obviously, but to be able to do videos like this and move around and take shots. I've got cars going over the bridge. I've got kids playing in the background. The one thing that I don't have, which is a must, is I don't have wind. Wind is the killer of your audio. Well, and jackhammers. Whenever possible, use the camera on the back of your phone. That is the absolute best camera on any phone. But right now I'm using the selfie camera because I want to be able to see where I am on the screen, but I don't want to look at myself on the screen because then I'm not looking at you. I want to look at this little green dot as much as possible so that I'm looking at the viewer and not myself. And if you're filming outside like I am right now, there are two things to watch for. Number one is try to have something interesting in the background. I'm using the back-facing camera again, so I can't see myself while I'm videoing. And I have to take a test shot, kind of like this one, to make sure that I know where to stand, I know about how low to stoop, and I know that I'm not in the way of this statue back here behind me. So try to keep an interesting background if you're outside. Inside, you can create your own background and make it as interesting as you want. Now, the other thing to look for, and of course this is an awful background unless you want this picture behind me. The other thing to look for is the sun has just come out, and I'm just going to turn around. It is right behind me at the moment, and this is a much better shot. Now, the camera just changed the autofocus a little bit and the auto exposure because I didn't lock it in place, but I have the sun coming from this side of me, which gives me a little bit more contour to my face and doesn't quite light up the gray of my hair so much. But if I keep going, you can kind of just experiment to find out which area you like the sun the best. The other thing that I would recommend that you do if you're just getting started, find a place where you want to record, whether that's sitting down or standing up. If you've got a small tripod you can put your phone on, or if you're just going to set it on the top of a table, whatever it is you're going to do. And for 30 days, make a 3 to 5 minute video. Talk about anything you want to talk about. Don't share it with anybody. Just record to the camera for 3 to 5 minutes every day for 30 days. If you don't like the background where you're sitting, change it on the next day. If you find yourself wandering over here to look at yourself on the screen instead of focusing on the camera, make that your priority the next day. If you're doing a lot of then try to figure out either how to get rid of that, or like me, edit it out. After you've completed 30 days, 3 to 5 minute videos every day for 30 days, and you've critiqued yourself, you've looked at it, and you've gotten better, and you've gotten more comfortable talking to the camera, then create a 3 to 5 minute video and upload it to your YouTube channel, but keep it unlisted, not private, but unlisted. When it's unlisted, enlist the help of a friend or a family member, a coworker, maybe 2 or 3 people who you can send the link to and say, hey, take a look at this video, and I want you to slam it just as hard as you can slam it. What do you see that I need to stop doing? Just the other day, after doing a live stream, my mom said, you know, one of the things you keep doing is this with your mouth, and it messes up your audio. And I'm like, I had no idea I was even doing that. I'm not aware of it. Duh. Have your friends be brutally honest. It's not about telling you how great you are. It is about telling you how you can improve. Hopefully politely. Now, just sort of as a bonus tip, if you can find a channel that concentrates on a niche that you are very familiar with, your chances of success are a lot better, because you're going to be more interested in what you're videoing. You're going to be more knowledgeable about what you're videoing. I have 3 channels right now. So I have a channel that's on photography, and I don't know anything about what I'm doing with photography, but I enjoy taking pictures and I enjoy the editing process, and so I make videos about that. And then I have the New Retired Me channel, which now has over 50,000 subscribers, and I talk about things that are interesting to me as a retired person that I think maybe somebody who's retired or might be approaching retirement might be interested in. And then there's this channel where I'm making a video every day using just my phone, practicing. So after you've done everything that you need to do, you've gone through 3 to 5 minute videos for 30 days. I'm going to pause just a minute, and I'm going to go back because of that loud car behind me. These are the things you put up with when you're making a video. So once you've completed the 30 days of 3 to 5 minutes a day, you've self-critiqued, and you've started uploading some videos to YouTube unlisted, and you've got some close friends or family members or somebody at work who is helping to critique what you're doing to make you better. And it's time to go live. It's time to put it out there. For me, if I were to start another channel, don't tempt me, but if I were to start another channel, it would be a channel about having coffee. And once a week I would post a video from a different coffee shop around the world wherever I'm traveling. Maybe that's the iteration of this channel when I do my 365 days of daily posting, and then I go to once a week. Maybe coffee's the way forward. I guess the reason for this video today is to show you that if you got a phone, you can just walk around and make videos. And whether that, whether your passion is about knitting or cooking or horse racing or, taking walks in the park. If you have something that you're passionate about and you want to start a YouTube channel, or you're thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or you started one but you're too afraid to post to something, I hope some of these things will help. Practice. But in the end, you have to start. that's the only advice worth listening to. You just have to start, because done is always better than perfect. Let me know what you think in the comments, and we will see you tomorrow.